final broadcast of Fantastic News live from the BC TV studio here in Brattleboro, Vermont. I'm Daniel Molster.
And I'm Noah Goldstein. And I just want to take the time to tell you, our viewers, that we appreciate everyone who has joined us on our ventures into local cable for these past 3 weeks. On this episode, we dive into the local area news.
We sure do, as we get a report on a new restaurant in Keene and a lost hiker found in Putney.
I say my stories are better, personally, as we go over a slip-up on TV and an Arizona man travels across the country to Vermont to attend a bachelor party that actually started on a typo.
Well, come on now, that's nothing. Then we go to Patrick with some entertaining sports news, and then we'll turn our attention to Vermont's Act 46.
Also ahead, we have some multimedia news of the TV station Boomerang making an app, and an exclusive interview with none other than Finn the Shark, the Landmark College mascot.
I'm sorry, you give me trouble. I was falling asleep. Think of the viewers, man. And I've got a movie review, though. It's much more exciting than all that. Plus, some fantastic follies that we caught secretly that we taped. But first, let's go to our top story on an intriguing name for a new restaurant set to open in Keene.
Thank you, Daniel. Let me tell you about a faux Keene great story. A Vietnamese restaurant near Keene City Hall received approval for a controversial sign. The store's name, Pho, spelled P-H-O, Keene Great, is seen as a play on words. Pho is actually the name of Vietnamese soup, but it's actually pronounced as pho, as if you're asking a question. In an email from city manager Elizabeth Dragon says the officials decided to let the community pick the name of the restaurant. The restaurant is planned to open this February in Central Square, only in Keene, New Hampshire, so get there. And you know what they say, Daniel? They say that the fortune comes to the clever.
This is very true. However, on a more serious note, we turn over to Charlie, who's in Putney, to give us a story on a lost hiker in the woods. Hey, Charlie, how's it looking out there?
Hey, thanks, Dan. A 29-year-old hiker was admitted into the Brattleboro Memorial Hospital on July 23rd, 2018, from dehydration after emerging from the woods 2 days after being reported as missing. State police say that Elliot L. Wickies was spotted on Main Street, Putney, Vermont, after finding his way out of the woods. Good luck to his recovery. Reporting from downtown Putney, I'm Charlie Frost.
Wow, he's definitely lucky he made it out alive. But anyways, let's go over to Finn, the Landmark College mascot, for an update on the weather. Finn? Where did my co-anchor go?
Hey everyone, Finn the Shark here again. Welcome back to another fantastic weather report. In today's weather, we have some hail the size of taxis today. Oof, I'm not looking forward to that one. Kind of a hard commute as it is out there. On top of that, we're looking at a blizzard-like condition with about 49 inches of snow. Uh-oh, that's not very good. Who writes this stuff? And finally, thunder and lightning, and it's going to be so bad that half the city's going to burn down. I really was not looking forward to that one. Stay tuned, though, coming up for some more lighthearted news, hopefully not as destructive, including an interview with myself about Landmark College's Shark Day, and some really funny clips that I'm not too proud of. Back to the studio.
Well, thank you, Finn. I mean, hey, at least you didn't need any alpacas this time, right?
You know, I always miss him every time he comes out. What a fail. Go ahead, go do the next story.
News meteorologist Jeremy Capel found himself in a very embarrassing situation after pronouncing a racial slur when saying the name of a park after civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. on January 4th. Capel claims he stumbled the words King and Jr. to pronounce what some viewers thought to be a racial slur. But it was only after backlash from social media over the weekend that the news station, News 10 NBC of Rochester, New York, decided to fire Capel. Capel said in a Facebook apology that he harbors no racist thoughts. Man, tough break for a weatherman. That's what I have to say.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I can certainly say that after just 3 weeks in broadcasting, you know, it's tough, just a slip of the tongue. I mean, it cost the man his job. But anyways, now we move from a slip of the tongue to a slip of the hand. Let's go to Ian for the story on the wrong email address. Ian?
Will Novak from Phoenix, Arizona was mistakenly invited to a bachelor party in Vermont due to a typo in an email. He replied back that they had the wrong email but was willing to come, and they invited him anyway. He crowdfunded his way here to join in the festivities. He raised a total of about $4,000 of his goal of $750 for airfare alone. He plans to give the rest to the newlyweds who are expecting their first kid soon.
Thanks, Ian. Now we have Pat at our local sports desk reporting live from UVM. Hey, Pat, how are things out there?
Kind of chilly out here, but at UVM's Patrick's Arena, the women's basketball team put on a performance welcoming University of New Hampshire at the Patrick Gymnasium in Burlington, Vermont. On January 16th, UVM's basketball team defeated the UNH Wildcats with a final score of 69-60. The team improved to the second and third, improves to 2 and 3 in the American East Conference. Next game, number 3 ranked, the Stony Brook Seawolves, Saturday, 2 p.m., also televised on ESPN3. Hope you catch it. Let's go Cats. And for the next story, we got some go-karts going on. Cody O'Brien isn't your typical 14-year-old. He's a go-kart champion. O'Brien became the youngest go-kart champion in the Devil's Bowl Speedway history racing in Clement, New Hampshire, after defeating Austin Chaves for Chester, Vermont. From Chester, Vermont, excuse me. According to O'Brien's crew chief, his passion to race started when O'Brien was 4 years old, and by 7, O'Brien could be seen go-karting regularly. Congratulations to Cody. Back to the desk.
Well, thank you, Pat. Wow, that's quite a story about Cody. Hopefully he can use that victory against Austin Chaves to really pick up his game.
I agree. It should be interesting. It'd be a very interesting season. See if he gets anywhere.
And hey, for all we know, maybe he could become the next Dale Earnhardt.
Or Speed Racer. I like cartoons.
Yeah. Let's go to a story on the local school system with Charlie.
To a serious note, State Board Act 46 regarding local school district mergers has come up in recent news with proposed changes and possible repeal since its instatement in 2015, which was meant to merge independent school boards of single towns to group up with others to receive a financial incentive. The goal of Act 46 is to improve education outcomes and equity by creating larger and more efficient school governance structures, which will be voted on March 26.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Who knows? Maybe someday some of them will end up at Landmark. I like to think so. Anyways, cartoons. We all love them. Boomerang, it's all coming back to you. If that sounds familiar, that's what fans once said for the biggest retro cartoon channel in the world. However, in 2015, Boomerang rebranded and abandoned the majority of their classic programming. In 2017, Boomerang fans rejoiced as they relaunched as an app to be a companion to the original TV channel. The Boomerang app provides thousands of hours of classic cartoons. Visit www.boomerang.com for all the details. And now, without further delay, Noah's exclusive interview with Finn the Shark. Let's hit it.
Hi, I'm Noah Goldstein. I'm reporting from Landmark College in Putney, Vermont, and I'm here with the Landmark College mascot, Finn the Shark.
Hey, how's it going?
So, Finn, we know that Shark Day is coming up soon. Anything you can tell us about what Shark Day is for 2019?
Absolutely. Every year, Landmark College loves to celebrate Shark Day. And basically what Shark Day is, it's a big celebration of the Landmark College community. Both staff, students, alumni, faculty, everybody in the community is invited to come and participate in some awesome events. And that includes being physically here on campus and being online with a really cool hashtag that we'll talk about in a little bit.
Awesome. Can you go more into detail about those activities for Shark Day 2019?
Absolutely. So starting early in the morning, there'll start to be activities posted on social media. But then at 11:30 a.m. at the Alumni Dining Hall, you'll be able to find yours truly doing some meet and greet stuff, including some pictures, high fives, hugs, and some really cool shark-themed crafts, amongst some other really cool things. Then, hold on to your seatbelts because at 6:30, we're heading down to the Click Family Sports Center in order to do the big basketball game. The men's basketball team will be going, and we're going to root on our fellow Sharks at 7:30. Don't miss Shark After Dark programming in every residence hall. Check with your RA and RD first, though, before you show up.
Shark After Dark. Wow, okay. I'll have to put that in my calendar. So, Finn, are you inviting any family members for this momentous occasion?
You know, I was really thinking about that, but then I figured out all of you folks here at Landmark College are my family. So, everyone is invited. Everybody in our community, please come out and celebrate with us. It's going to be awesome.
That sounds great, Finn. Well, thank you for telling us about Shark Day and what to expect. For what's the date that this is going to be taking place?
It's going to be Friday, February 8th, 2019, starting early in the day and party all night.
Friday, February 19th. All right. Put that in your calendar. I'm Noah Goldstein once again, and this is Finn the Shark.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Wow. Thanks for that important information on Shark Day 2019, Finn. Definitely going to make sure that I root on my Sharks for that basketball game. Make sure they win.
You know, it just kind of stinks. I always happen to miss Finn. It's like we can never be in the same room at the same time. I can't get it.
Yeah, well, might as well take Charlie's idea, right? Get a harpoon.
I don't think so. Anyway, what were you going to say, Noah?
Well, in other news, we have movie reviews, actually with my co-anchor Daniel right here. So Daniel, what's the scoop?
I thought you would never ask. Thank you for that, Noah. In late 2018, we saw some amazing movies come out. Specifically, in this review, we're going to look at 4 of them. Bumblebee, The Grinch, Wreck-It Ralph 2, and The Nutcracker in the Four Realms. Bumblebee gives a fresh take to the almost dead Transformers movie franchise. I thought it was amazing and had lots and lots of action and a ton of heart, making it probably one of my favorite movies of the holiday season. Next up, The Grinch will make your holiday a lot more merry. This movie has it all, heart and humor, as well as Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch himself. Wreck-It Ralph 2 reminded us that all sequels aren't necessarily terrible. We learned as well that the friendship is one of the strongest bonds, and they're important to maintain. Plus, plenty of internet memes and references for those of you who like to bust a gut. Anyway, The Nutcracker in the Four Realms gives us a taste of what a classic story gets when touched by people who really have no business fixing it. The classic Nutcracker story? Not even close. My final ratings for each movie: 5 stars for the Bumblebee, 4 for The Grinch, 3 for Wreck-It Ralph 2, and 1 for The Nutcracker. At this point, I'm going to turn it back over to Noah.
Well, he may be a mean one, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing The Grinch.
Absolutely. My movie night's already stacked up.
Probably might even invite some friends over to my apartment. Who knows?
I'd better get an invite to that, you know.
All right. I'll make sure to invite you.
Thank you.
Well, we here at Fantastic News would like to acknowledge the star of our show, Finn the Shark, the Landmark College mascot. Over the past week, we've been secretly filming Finn throughout the Landmark College campus, and the BCTV studio was very generous in allowing us to film here for these past 3 weeks. And I would like to present some of his best moments, some of which are more entertaining than others, granted. But let's roll the clip.
Where's my computer?
No, I didn't. But here, he's a half cup.
Yeah.
So, I plan on taking for a walk later. Don't know. Wait, where's the laptop? Finn! Come back here! Finn, that's my laptop! Stop that
We've worked hard to bring you the news here at Fantastic News, and we just want to take another moment to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting us, both online and on the air on BCTV Channel 8.
Definitely. And we here, both on and off camera, thank you, the viewers, as you tuned in to our final show. So have a fantastic day, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good one.
The food is questionable depending upon the day. Sometimes good and sometimes bad.
No, you're wired in.
A faux Keen Great story. Be introducing the news, so.
Hello. Look,
Can you do me a favor? Can you get rid of my name? That's like over here. He's not going to really be seen. So I think green screen would be better, because that way he has his own like little thing.
I feel like this is our most disorganized show.
Just creep in, it's alright.
And then what else?
The U.S.-Mexico border, saying he built $1 million wall would provide more safety and security.
Top story on an intriguing new restaurant set to open in Keene, New Hampshire. Noah?
Thanks, Dan.